and welcome to week number 26 of the pregnancy. I say week number 26, again I'm filming this at 26 plus 6, so I'm actually 27 weeks tomorrow. Yeah, apologies, I keep on doing this really late in the week. I'll try and do it a bit earlier so that when I show my bump shots they're a little bit more accurate to what the week actually is. But anyway, let's carry on with this week. So what's happened this week? Firstly, we had our first NCT. It was really nice actually. I was really nervous about it. I think I wasn't nervous about the class. So I'm in training and development. I'm used to being in a classroom learning environment, so that's absolutely fine. I think it was just more, I really wanted nice people, and so far so good. Everybody seems really lovely. There's 8 couples at an NCT, our NCT, and in terms of demographic I would say we're all pretty much the same age, which is really nice actually. I was worried that I might either be one of the oldest or the youngest. You hear different stories, so it's nice that yeah, we're all pretty similar. In the first class it's just more of an introductory session, just saying hi and getting to know everybody. I am, because I'm in training, I kind of have to hold myself back, because I find myself when she's like, does anybody want to volunteer? I'm like, I'll help, I'll go first, I'll do this. So I was kind of like consciously trying to be a little bit more relaxed. I did, you know, a few times when the class goes quiet and she's like, will anybody like to go first? And there was just stonewall silence. I was kind of like, well, I've been a trainer, it's nice to have people start the conversation, so I just kind of, yeah, jumped right in, and yeah, it was lovely. I think David had a nice time. He was pretty sleepy. He's just working crazy hours at the moment on he works in television, so it's his busiest time of year, so I think he enjoyed it, but I think it's, to be honest, I think the main reason most people do this is for the mums to make friends for when you're off on maternity leave. At least I hope that's what happens. We didn't exchange numbers or anything like that. Apparently that happens more after the course, so we shall see, fingers crossed. But yeah, they seem like a really nice bunch, so yeah, we shall go from there. What else this week? So in terms of symptoms with me, yeah, because I'm working, I've got a long commute to work every day, so I work an hour and a half away from where I live, and so it's a 3-hour round commute, and I thought it was fine. It's just like, okay, it's tiring, don't get me wrong. By the time Friday comes around I am bone-shatteringly tired. I just kind of like crawl into bed come Friday, but this week I've noticed like my feet and my ankles swelled to genuinely about 3 times the size. I mean, David was like, oh, I can't really see anything. Then yesterday he was just like, oh my god, they're huge. And I was like, yeah, I know, it's crazy. Just the swelling, just from obviously being on your feet, commuting, the long commute, travel, then being at work all day and sitting down. Anyway, so I went to see my GP, who's actually recommended that I spend more time working from home, because it's coupled with quite a bit of pain from the fibroids, the joy of the fibroids. So yeah, she just recommended, you know, doing light exercise to keep the blood flowing and keeping everything moving, but also trying to keep my feet elevated as much as possible, which obviously isn't possible when you're commuting back and forth and working in an office every day. So yeah, I'll be deciding more on that in the next week or so. Talk to my boss. It's only going to be for a few weeks because then I go on maternity leave. Yes, and on top of that, I have been told that some of my friends are organising a baby shower, which is just lovely. Like really sweet. Yeah, so massive love to my friend who's doing that for me. I was completely surprised and overwhelmed actually, because it wasn't something I would have planned for myself or even thought really of doing, but it's really nice if somebody wants to do that for me. If my, you know, friends, family want to do that, that's really lovely, and I'm just, yeah, I'm touched, is what I would say. So yeah, that's very exciting. It's got colder, so as you can see I'm now in giant jumpers. I'm living in these jumpers now, so that's fun. I say that actually another symptom that I've got this week is the inability to sleep. Insomnia has hit me so hard. I'm so tired, and I know, like I said, it's the commuting back and forth and things like that, but also I just can't sleep. I'm hot when it comes to going to bed. I'm colder in the daytime, and then I kind of go to bed and I'm like, oh my god, I'm sweating, I just can't sleep, and I'm tossing and turning and can't get comfortable, obviously with pain. I miss sleep. And it's so funny, I found that I don't look at what possible symptoms you can get. What I do is I get symptoms and then I look it up, like in what to expect when you're expecting, and like mum's net and things like that. So it's funny, or the NHS, my symptoms, I will get the symptoms, I will Google it, I will look on like these, you know, different various different sources, and it just aligns to the weeks that things happen to your body. So insomnia, they're like, yes, it usually kicks in around 26 to 28 weeks because your hormone levels are changing, and I was like, oh my god, my body's just insane. It just seems to tick along exactly as it should do, which is great, but it's so bizarre that that's built into me, that you know, I've got this internal body clock that's doing everything it needs to do to create a human being, which obviously makes sense because she's still growing and thumping around in it. She is thumping around a lot. It's quite sweet actually. So I've noticed that she becomes a lot more active when she hears David's voice. And then the second he tries to touch her, she stops. But like when he comes home, and I'll just be lying there and he'll be talking to me, and she'll just start banging, and it's quite sweet. It's like she's got excited that her dad's home. I don't know, which is just absolutely adorable. I can't express to you. And David started reading to her as well, so maybe the increase in him talking directly to her with my belly up exposed, she's just started to recognise it more, but it's really lovely. And another thing this week is no excuses. I don't know, I think because I wasn't allowed to exercise, and then I got scared of exercising actually, for fear that I would start bleeding again, or something would go wrong, or just, you know, placenta previa mixed with the fibroids, mixed with everything. There was part of me that was quite scared of doing exercise, but I really miss it. For me, it's not just about the physical, it's about the mental health as well, and I just can't express to you how much I've missed exercise. But at the same time, I think I was a little bit scared, I'm a little bit complacent about it, so no excuses. I really have started in earnest this week, and I feel better for it actually. So I've obviously started the yoga, which I discussed earlier, because my body's so used to yoga, and pregnancy yoga isn't like normal yoga. It's more about the breathing and the breath. I mean, it's got the hatha, so it's lovely, but it's not quite as intense. So it's just absolutely what you need when you're pregnant, but at the same time, it's not giving me that level of fitness that I'm used to having. So I started doing the Anasarcone on top of that. So she's got the 3rd trimester workout, which I'm just starting, which is hilarious. So yeah, I will put a video in shortly after this so that you can see that I've just attempted it. It's my first one, and I have done a few before actually, but this is the first one that I was kind of like, I've signed up to it with a few other girls, and we're like, okay, on this day we're going to do Anasarcone twice a week, so I'll do on this day and then this day, and then I've got yoga on Sunday, and I'm trying to eat better, or eat well. I don't eat badly, but I think it's when you're in the office and the sweets are there. I'm fine when I'm at home. It's just like, oh, I'm a bit bored in the office, and oh look, there's this or there's that, or yeah, and I'm slightly obsessed with the delicious Liella balls, the mint chocolate. Oh my god, they're addictive. Anyway, so I am trying to mitigate all the stuff that I've done over the past few months, and not being allowed to exercise. I'm trying to mitigate that as well, because there is no excuse. I'm pregnant, and obviously I can continue down the road of not doing any exercise and eating well but not really being mindful of what I'm eating, and it would only get worse. Or I can, like, as in I would just feel worse about myself and I would put on more weight than I'm supposed to, and I just wouldn't feel comfortable in myself. Or I can actually take control. It doesn't matter at what point in your pregnancy you do that, whether it's even post-pregnancy or whenever you want to do it. But I just think for me, I can't make up excuses anymore, so that's what I've done. And then, so yeah, you also put the video in now. Yeah, it's hilarious, isn't it? It's not great, but you know, it's my first proper one doing that particular exercise, so we'll just have to see how it all goes. Yeah, and then other than that, this week, I think that's pretty much it in terms of an update. I'm not sleeping, my memory's still just kaput, baby brain. Yeah, just, and NCT was nice, and the people were really nice, and I'm looking forward to getting to know them. Oh, and then finally, sorry, and I know I'm gonna try and do this every week now because I wasn't, bump update. So I'm gonna try and show you the bump. Bear with me. Okay, right, so sorry. Okay, so there's bump from the front, and then there's bump from the side. So, and then, God, this is not great, sorry. I should do somewhere where I could stand up, but, okay, and then there's bump from the other side. So, that is me. And little bump, well, not so little bump, at 26 plus 6, so I think 27 weeks. That was another thing that the doctor said. She was just talking about the size of the fibroids, and she's like, that again, I've had it reiterated, that will increase the size of my belly. I'd be intrigued to know actually what size I would be without the fibroids. Yeah. I have no idea. Obviously I'm going to try and get them looked at and removed post-pregnancy because that can affect your hormones anyway, but yeah, that's just something I'm looking at. But yeah, I'd be intrigued to know how much difference it makes. Anyway, that's it from me. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to speaking to you next week. Okay, thanks, bye.